And I'll be back later for your 2K TV Wow Top Plays.
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And here we are, game one of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys. It's family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Sean.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll
Miss
see you
you
later.
guys too.
The sun shining brightly in downtown Philadelphia. That's the setting for our broadcast today. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, the process in Philly has finally started yielding big results. The Sixers have star players and tremendous fans who stood by them through the lean years. And they're ecstatic at what they're seeing on the court. There are a handful of elite teams in the East, Kevin, but the Sixers are confident they belong with the best of them.
They certainly can. Well done, D.A. Thank you. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Williams. And it's Cantor in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, Simmons and Smith are your 1 and your 2. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Richardson in at the small forward position. He gets that one.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now the 76ers with it. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Richardson kicks to Horford. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Richardson, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Cantor. Walker surveying the floor over Simmons. Again, the miss by Walker.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
The offensive rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Tatum finds Walker, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tatum against Richardson. 16 feet away. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Smith on the wing, guarded by Smart. Horford. Rebound by Williams. Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Cantor. Drops in the layup for 2.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
The pass to Richardson. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Here's Simmons. Good. Nice job down low.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Walker. Puts up a 3. And Horford pulls it down.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Williams against Simmons. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. A shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Cantor with it. Brown the pass to Walker. Over Richardson. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now. You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And Embiid, no good on that one. And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years Clark of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steel us for the promised land or positive outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Here's Brown, following the score by Josh Richardson, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Tatum against Richardson.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they've just got to trust their offense and work to get stops.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Williams. Outside Walker. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Tatum. Over Richardson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And Tatum doesn't let the defense get to him. He's not distracted or bothered. He's got excellent form, stays with his mechanics. Doesn't matter who's defending him.
Now, here's Richardson. 6 points for him. Over Tatum. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
And It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8, and they're starting off the season playing the 76ers here.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff season.
To the middle, and Tatum over to help. Here's Simmons. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Williams with the defensive effort. Tatum on the wing. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Smith. The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Simmons. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris is checked in for Ben Simmons. And the Celtics also making a change. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. So it's the Celtics now. It's a 10-point game. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
And checking out some numbers for Harris. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 20 points a game. 8 rebounds and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays. Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Tatum, rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Over to the wing. And stolen by Hayward. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Drains the 19-footer. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, guys, Tatum's ability to rise into his jump shot makes him hard to defend for just about all defenders.
That's tipped. They recover it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Tatum on the wing. The shot. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point. Here's Smith. Pass to Richardson. Pass to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Horford double team. Shoots over Walker. Puts the fade away right on the money. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And the size of the Sixers can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the 2 critical positions, a 6'10" point guard and a 7'2" center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia.
Here's Richardson. Kimball Walker making his last shot. Now Richardson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Over in the corner, Brown. Misses the 3. The 76ers leading by 6. Embiid dishes to Horford. Hayward comes with the double team. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Walker against Richardson. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. Smith with the defensive effort.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Embiid finds Horford. Bounce pass, Smith. Back to Harris. Horford trying to free himself up. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here's Kanter. Outside, Walker. Hayward on the wing. Not going to go that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Richardson the pass to Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And Walker kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Richardson against Walker. Lots of room. Tatum's shot is off.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Harris passes to Horford. They could use a bucket. Second shot opportunity. Richardson, no luck. Celtics trail by 6. Kanter kicks to Walker. Outside Tatum. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Smith on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Here's Embiid. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Celtics also with a sub. Tice is checked in. Walker dishes to Hayward. Now here's Kanter. O'Quinn defending. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that. You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Hayward outside. Back to Walker. Oh, that's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Here's Brown. Now, here's Scott. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Hayward. And it's Poirier in at the center position.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Well, how do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached, and great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
James Ennis, he'll check in for the 76ers. Simmons comes in for Smith. Here's Poirier. Smart passes to Poirier. Outside, Walker, the tray, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And now a look at Kimball Walker. Some numbers on him. Great showing for him last season. 10th in scoring, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Here's Neto, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
He doesn't get the second one.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Smart finds Tice. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Walker, and the layup's good off the glass.
And, you know, Walker is really good at muscling his way through the defense. Tough to stop on the way up.
Here's Neto, guarded by Walker. Now the pass to Simmons. It's deflected. They get it back, and they're able to recover. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And that one falls for O'Quinn.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And so O'Quinn nails both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside, Walker passes it to Hayward, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's only the first time this half, but Kevin, they've done a great job here in that regard.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Neto, and it's blocked. Smart passes to Tice. And it's blocked by Scott. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. The shot by Hayward, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his third assist on the night. Here's Neto. Pass to Scott. Back to Neto. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Philadelphia, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Clark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Williams kicks to Walker. Hayward against Scott. Here's Tice. It's blocked.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Simmons against Walker. Back to Neto. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Quinn. The 76ers with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Ennis. O'Quinn dishes to Simmons. Rejected by Walker. Smart with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Walker. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control. Simmons can get up for blocks.
O'Quinn can't hit.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now Williams. Back to Smart. Over Scott. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Smart.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
Knocked loose. Tice with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Now, here's Tice. Defense is right there.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
And that one misses. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
The 76ers leading by 3. Scott finds Simmons. Back to Scott.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Boston.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and force them to put the basketball on the floor.
No good on that one. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Celtics trail by 3. Williams passes to Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Simmons against Walker. Ennis knocks it loose. Simmons feeling it out a bit to the inside and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Williams kicks to Smart. He dishes it to Williams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance though to take the lead. The 76ers leading. Down low, here's Embiid. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Looking to get back on track here, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. He kicks to Smart. For the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Embiid inside, working on Williams.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Simmons is running. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Smart. 17-foot shot on the way. It's hauled in by Harris.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And it's blocked. Left side, Smart. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Smart's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
On the wing, Harris. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford. The Celtics have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. The 76ers making a switch here. Smith has checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there. And the 76ers get it back. Goes back up. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's 10 points for Ben Simmons.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
And here's Tatum for three. Rebound by Smith.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Offensive rebound, Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, he was the third pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships in Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him Average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
He's off on the second.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Simmons finds Horford. Smith outside. Outside for Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And a chance to check out Joel Embiid here. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Simmons dishes to Horford. Williams with the block. Here's Brown, rejected by Harris. Simmons on the wing. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
The 76ers making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Brown right side. 18 feet out. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Richardson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Harris against Tatum. And the basket by Harris.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Smart passes to Tatum. Over Harris. That one a little long. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Smith wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. Boston trailing. Brown wide open. He fires. Boston no good that time either.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Philadelphia, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
He hits the second from the line. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Smart deciding where to go with it. Outside Tatum over Harris, and Tatum the bucket on the assist from Smart. And that's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
Boy, set him up nicely that time, guys. And Tatum, like most players, shoots better off a good pass.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Taking a look at the 76ers. Kenny?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. You need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Simmons and Smith are your 1 and your 2. And it's Richardson. And at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it.
Simmons against Smart. Feeds it to Cantor. And the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shoot.
Horford kicks to Simmons. Five to shoot. And a dunk by Horford.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty, missing both. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Embiid. Williams with the block. There's Walker with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Walker's got 7 points.
You know, over the last couple of years, Walker has increased his three-point percentage. That sweet shooting stroke is now a lot more consistent.
Now here's Richardson. 8 points for him. To the paint, here's Horford. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Richardson.
And, you know, Walker knows how to get to the line a few times per game. Actually, his aggressiveness and quickness with the ball, tough to match up against.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And during his time in Charlotte, so much fell on the shoulders of Kimball Walker.
Yeah, you think about it. The first 8 years of his time in Charlotte, he did not play with an all-star teammate, but he managed to not complain or whine about it, does his job at a high level, and has proved that he's an all-star player himself.
No good on the second free throw. Now, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kimball Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the inside, Williams finds Cantor. Williams passes to Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Smith outside. Stolen by Walker. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Dishes it to Cantor. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Embiid.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Simmons. Walker with some nice D. Celtics trail by 4. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Richardson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
That free throw, no good. Clark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you've got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Smith outside. And the three off target. The Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside, Simmons. And the pass to Richardson. Passes it to Scott. Clock at 6. And Hayward with the block. Smart with the ball. Now Smith defending. Kept alive. Out to Hayward for the lead. No good. The 76ers leading. Here's O'Quinn. Now the dish to Smith. Pass to Scott. Fires the three. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Scott's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Pass to Hayward. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hayward's got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Scott against Walker. Here's Richardson. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it to Hayward. He dishes it to Walker. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Gordon Hayward. How he did last season. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Here's Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, for somebody who's not the biggest or strongest guy out there, Walker is not afraid to get it done inside. A lot of times he gets to the line because he's fearless in attacking the paint.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw.
I love how efficient Walker is. The Connecticut alum continues to just thrive on the offensive end.
James Ennis, he'll check in for Richardson. Then for the Celtics, Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. For Philadelphia, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Ennis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That free throw missing. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. That one is no good. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Walker dishes to Hayward. Back to Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Walker's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
And the basket by Harris.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Hayward on the wing. 8 points for him. A 3-ball. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound in this one. The feed now to Scott. Shoots over Walker. Here's O'Quinn, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Walker goes in, shakes off the strong D, and gets to the bucket for 2. Walker's got 12.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Simmons finds Harris. Shoots over Brown. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Walker the pass to Williams. Now here's Tice. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Boston making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Ennis with the ball for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lets it go from 11. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. And Hayward with the block. Here's Poirier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Outside, Simmons. And there's the pass to Harris. Shot from 16, and the shot is good. Harris has got his third basket of the night.
Well, he's an elite shooter with a lot of sweet spots. Defenses have to mark and keep an eye on Harris from mid-range.
Here's Hayward. That shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
It wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's O'Quinn, and Boston with the rebound. Poirier's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple. Brown's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Scott dishes to Simmons. Over Walker. Misses off the right eye. Boston leading by 4. Passes to Hayward. And again, it's Boston converting.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Timeout called the 76ers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Scott, and Josh Richardson subbed in for James Ennis. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Simmons against Walker. Good work there as it goes. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Simmons. Horford trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. That free throw, no good.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. That's off as well, so he misses both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
One shot.
And that one misses.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really score.
They retain possession. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Horford. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Hayward on the wing, jacks up a 3. The shot will not fall. Kimball Walker firing on all cylinders for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. The 76ers trail by 8. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams, and it's Poirier in at the center. For 3, Harris. Here's Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Celtics leading by 7. In the corner, Smart with it. The 3 hits it from three-point range.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Richardson finds Smith. To the wing on the left. Fader on the way. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Outside Tatum. From downtown, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Harris. It's blocked. Outside Williams. Right wing. Richardson against Walker. Here's Poirier. Dishes to Williams. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 11. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
Poirier passes to Walker. Off target from outside.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Harris dishes to Smith. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Walker with it. Outside Tatum. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Harris.
Tell you what, that's impressive strength there from Tatum. You got to respect that even when you try to wrap him up. He finds a way to score.
Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum? Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Richardson against Walker. Floats it up for Horford. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Richardson.
Hey, you got to know the scouting report. Tatum is always looking to attack. I mean, he's great at drawing contact on his way to the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, there's no question about it. Tatum's ceiling is really sky high. Now it's up to him to meet those huge expectations, and I think he will.
That one misses. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Puts it up off the inbound and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
That one is off. And he ends up missing both free throws. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's got so much in his package on offense. Embiid just knows how to score the basketball.
And Walker kicks to Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. He's off on the second. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Smart finds Williams. That shot off the mark. The 76ers trail by 13. In the corner, it's Richardson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists now tonight.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Pass to Walker. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Walker's got 19 points.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Tatum against Simmons. Step back shot. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston leading by 13. The kick out to Walker. They double team Walker. Tatum on the wing. Six to shoot. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Smith on the wing. And it's blocked. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Smart. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the 76ers.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, so hard to guard all that size. I mean, Embiid is an absolute monster, and he knows how to draw fouls, too.
And the first one drops. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Richardson kicks to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And the dunk by Horford.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
And stolen by Simmons. Stolen by Walker. Here's Tatum, and it's sent back by Horford. And he gets it back. Count that one. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter. Here's Smith. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Walker with some nice D.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution. Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
That's good from Simmons. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. That one is no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. The lead is 15, and Hayward gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Walker's shot is off.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. He kicks it to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. He had Simmons atop the key. Rejected by Walker, and he's able to get it back. .156 left in the game. The 76ers trail by 20. And they double up Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Smith for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics shooting very well right now, 52% in this 4th quarter. Walker the pass to Hayward. Now Cantor. 1:25 left in the 4th. Outside, Walker. Over Richardson. Boston again missing.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one
against the Sixers.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Walker.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Smart against Smith. Smart misses. Now Smith. From deep, it's off. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.